Hello, Days of Our Lives fans. Welcome back to TV Days Drama Digest, where we dive deep into the most thrilling and heart-wrenching storylines unfolding in the world of Salem. Today's discussion centers on one of the most tragic yet highly anticipated arcs in the soap opera, the return of Beau Brady. Will he wake up from his coma only to discover that his memories have slipped away? Or will he regain his past, remembering everything, including the horrifying incident that almost tore his family apart? The suspense is overwhelming, and today we're here to unpack everything, from the emotional aftermath of the shooting to the potential for Beau's recovery and what it could mean for the Brady family. So grab your tissues and get ready for a wild ride. The devastating shooting that changed everything. It's impossible to discuss Beau Brady's storyline without revisiting the shocking events that led to his current situation. Nearly 2 years ago, the Brady family's world was shattered in an instant. The shooting that left Beau in a coma forever changed their lives. But what many people don't realize is that the tragic event was more complicated than it first appeared. Shawn Brady, in his desire to protect his mother, Hope, pulled the trigger, unaware of the tragic consequences that would unfold. At that moment, Beau's mind was clouded with fragmented memories, particularly those of Hope, the woman he loved and had lost. The heartbreaking twist? Just before Shawn fired the shot, Beau's memories of Hope had resurfaced. He had been fighting to regain his past, but the moments before the shooting were too jumbled, too overwhelming. Shawn, in his desperate attempt to protect his family, didn't realize that his father's actions were driven by a flood of emotions, a mix of love, confusion, and a desperate need to shield his loved ones from harm. Beau had no idea that his son, in his own twisted sense of protection, would pull the trigger, leading to an event that would haunt both men for years to come. Shawn's guilt and Hope's unwavering strength. As the days turned into months, Shawn had to live with the consequences of his actions. He didn't know that his father's memories of Hope had come rushing back just before the shooting. The weight of that knowledge would be unbearable for anyone, but for Shawn, it was compounded by the fact that he thought he was doing the right thing, protecting his mother from an unknown threat. But in reality, the person who had been shot was his father, the very man who had always been there for him. Hope, too, was devastated by the events that transpired. As a mother, her heart broke for Shawn, who now had to live with the guilt of shooting his own father. Yet, she also felt the overwhelming sorrow of losing the man she had loved for so long, and she wasn't sure if she would ever get him back. But what truly set Hope apart was her unwavering resilience. Despite the immense pain, Hope never gave up on Beau. She forgave Shawn, understanding that he hadn't known the full truth behind Beau's actions. She knew that healing was a long and difficult process, but her heart remained open, hoping against hope that Beau would return to them. In many ways, Hope became the anchor that held her family together through the storm, and her strength was a beacon of hope for all of them. Beau's long road to recovery. For nearly 2 years, the Brady family has lived in a state of limbo, hoping for a miracle that would bring Beau back. They never gave up on the belief that he could wake up, even though the odds seemed stacked against them. But now, spoilers reveal a much-anticipated return. Beau Brady will finally awaken, but the real question remains, will he remember everything? Beau's recovery is not going to be a simple one. According to the latest spoilers, it's likely that Beau will wake up with no memory of the tragic events that transpired. The shooting, the trauma, and the aftermath may be completely wiped from his memory, leaving him to piece together the fragmented parts of his life. But how will he react when he learns about the shooting, about Shawn's role, and the devastation it caused? Shawn, for his part, will feel an overwhelming sense of regret. He will be thrilled that his father is awake and alive, but the guilt of what happened will weigh heavily on him. It's a burden that will haunt him, knowing that his actions nearly destroyed the very man who had always been there for him. How will Shawn cope with the fact that Bo may never fully remember what happened? Will he be able to forgive himself, knowing that he played a role in his father's suffering? Hope's role in the healing process, while Bo's return is undoubtedly a moment of celebration for the Brady family, it will also be a time of reckoning. Hope, as always, will be the emotional backbone of the family. She will work tirelessly to make sure that father and son are able to heal their fractured relationship. After all, she knows better than anyone how important it is to keep the family united, no matter what obstacles they may face. But the road to healing won't be easy. Bo's memory loss creates a delicate situation, and Hope will have to navigate the complexities of her own feelings while also ensuring that Bo and Shawn can come to terms with what happened. Can Bo forgive Shawn for what happened, even if he doesn't remember the full details? Will Shawn be able to find peace, knowing that his father may never truly understand the pain he caused? And what will Hope do to help her family move forward, knowing that the shadows of the past may never fully disappear? Hope's unwavering love for both men will be tested in ways she could never have imagined. Her primary concern will be the reconciliation between Bo and Shawn, and she will do everything in her power to make sure they find a way to put the past behind them and move forward as a family. But the emotional weight of it all will threaten to overwhelm her. Will Hope be able to hold it all together, or will the strain of the situation finally take its toll on her? A family torn apart, yet united. Bo's return to Salem will be a turning point for the Brady family, but it will also be a time of great emotional upheaval. The questions surrounding Bo's memory loss will create a tense and dramatic atmosphere as the family struggles to come to terms with the past. But despite all the challenges, there is a glimmer of hope on the horizon. The Brady family has always been resilient, and the love that binds them together is stronger than anything that could come their way. In the end, it's not just about Bo's memory or the shooting. It's about the power of family, forgiveness, and love. Bo and Hope have been through so much, but their love for each other remains unshaken. Shawn, too, has a long road ahead of him as he grapples with his own guilt and the complicated emotions surrounding his father's recovery. But with Hope's guidance and love, the Brady family will find a way to heal, even if it takes time, patience, and a lot of hard work. The future of Bo, Hope, and Shawn Brady. As the summer unfolds, we will see Bo and Hope return to Salem, and with them a host of unanswered questions. Will Bo regain his memories? Can Shawn forgive himself for the shooting? And will the Brady family be able to rebuild their shattered bond and move forward together? These questions will keep fans on the edge of their seats as they anxiously await the next chapter in this epic story of love, loss, and redemption. One thing is for sure, the drama is far from over. The Brady family will face more challenges, more heartache, and more emotional turmoil as they navigate this complex journey. But through it all, their love for one another will remain their guiding light. Whether Bo remembers everything or not, the bond between father and son, and between Hope and Bo, will be tested in ways that will leave fans breathless. Stay tuned, because this summer, the return of Bo Brady will be one of the most dramatic and emotional storylines in Days of Our Lives history. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.